Eh, I don't like the short hair.
Feels higher each time.
Oh, Sophia, you came!
Of course. I wouldn't miss this. Careful, I smell like a goat.
Well, then welcome to your land, goat.
How do you feel? Are you ready?
I guess so.
No point in wasting time then.
Wait. Well,
Legacy of the
As you
Rune
wish.
family.
I left the horses up there.
I don't like the short
So-
hair.
What have you been up to these last months?
walking, fixing the house, trying to exhaust myself.
Does it work?
It's better. Yes,
Good. You had me pretty worried, you know.
I'm fine, Sophia. It's been a year.
Already?
And how's the business going?
Good.
I'm itching my arm. That's why I'm not moving the camera.
Trading these days.
Oh, what happened?
Well, I just want to live longer.
Really?
I like a quiet sea better than a storm. Speaking of which, we'll depart tomorrow.
Great. Great.
Is our alchemist coming?
Lucas? Oh, no. He's still on the road. Studying.
All by himself. We grew up so fast.
He needed this.
Despite your subtle romance,
Let's pick up the pace a bit.
I just can't get over the short hair. I don't like it. I like her. I like longer hair. That's just a personal preference. I know there are probably people who like her shorter hair better, but again, it's just personal preference. But I'm pretty sure wasn't the first game's
Do you know where we can put you
chapter
ashore?
17
Not
also
yet.
Legacy of the Rune
But I
family?
think I'll know when I come across the signs.
Of the macula.
Yes. It leaves marks on things and people. I think I can find where the next carrier and protector will rise. The next plague. I want to set the path for them, like Aelia did for us.
No use telling you just to rest, then.
None.
Fine.
Sometimes it just makes things messier.
And the quiet.
Yes. I'll miss it.
Will you now? How did I get in front of you, Sophia? I'm glad Sophia lived, though. And Lucas still's kicking.
Oh, getting there.
Ah, yes. Ooh, do I get the white one? I do.
Boys, this is Amicia. Be kind to her. It's a special day.
Nope, never mind. They're giving me the brown one. No, I am getting the white one.
Can you give me some time? I have one last thing to do.
Take as much as you want. My back still hurts from the road.
No storm coming?
You're the only one I see.
It won't take too long. It's going to be alright.
Ah, that shaky breath of sadness. Reach the summit. What do you mean, reach the summit? What are we doing at the summit? Reminiscing, throwing, praying, coming to peace with something. Aha. Yeah, I got to do something real fast. Let me reach the summit of the mountain. Like what? Doesn't seem quick to me. You gotta climb up there, then you gotta get down. I mean, her back hurts. She probably doesn't care, but still. Okay.
Come on, you're getting there.
So that means if there is a third game, then it's gonna be about her trying to be an Aelia figure? Somebody to guide the next carrier slash protector. But I thought it was something in her family. Like her family genes. Like it was like he was born with it. Meaning it was genetic. But I guess, you know.
I'm coming in.
But I guess, you know, she did say 6th century was Basilius, right? Nalia? This is 13th century. And you never know.
It's going to be alright.
Like how a family tree parts. Obviously, there could be more people with genes similar to Hugo and Amicia's. Very, very distant relatives, so to speak. This isn't the summit. This is definitely not the summit. This looks like it might be a makeshift grave for Hugo. But you didn't make one for Arno. Seems kind of rude. Unless it's for both. But like that it'd be for both.
Hey. They didn't used to come here before. I always knew you'd be good at making friends. I wasn't sure I was ready, but Sophia's here.
The necklace.
I'm sorry. Why is it so hard? We never backed down, right? We held. May this earth remember how much you loved it. May it remember all you gave to protect it. I remember. And I won't let it be forgotten.
A very sad moment. But remembrance is a positive way to handle and deal with grief. When someone's gone, the best thing to do is to remember the best things about the person you loved deeply who is now gone. Because that is the best way to keep their memory alive. Like she said, may the earth remember how much you loved it. Jeez Louise. Also, she just condemned that flower to die. It has no sunlight. Just trapped behind a rock. Oh, God. These games are so sad. They always end with a tinge of hope. But everything about the games and the events is so bleak, horrific, disturbing, but mostly bleak, dark, damp. But then they always end on a note of hope and potential peace. The way this game handles all three major character deaths is done phenomenally. Whether it was their mother, Arno, or Hugo. The one thing, I guess, that sucks about Hugo's death in particular is the fact that these games are so bleak. Beatrice, yeah, that's her mom's name. I always forget her mother's name is Beatrice. The one thing about Hugo's death that sucks is what I was thinking about. It's because these games are so bleak. They are very depressing. They deal with a lot of heavy themes of good guy, bad guy, you know, death and the plague and morality and what's good and what's right and never giving up and just about everything in between. But that being said, as the first game implies, a plague tale innocence. Hugo is the innocence that's wrapped in this horrific tale. He keeps the spirits up and light, where Amicia gets steadfast and focused on driving forward. Hugo's about stopping and smelling the roses and finding the good and the bad. Whereas Amicia is just too busy trying to fight the bad to protect Hugo. And in this game, Arno's almost like a mentor. Lucas is the rock. And Sophia's the reality. The witty reality. But I mean, it's like, obviously you expect deaths. The first game is riddled with deaths as well. 2 of the main 5 die. The game starts off with a massive amount of death. I know I'm talking about like the countless of soldiers and people you see die by the rats, but I'm talking about like Amicia's dad, the dog. I forget their names, but the girl's brother, the 2 thief, roguish looking people, and the big blacksmith, right? He dies too. And his death is heroic. The brothers were stupid. But they still hit. But the 3 deaths in this game just hit so much harder. And they keep expanding on it too. I mean, I just feel like it's because the scenes are better done than the ones in Innocence. Not to say the ones in Innocence aren't done well. They are. I just feel like the death scenes in this game are designed to hit harder. Even though Arno should technically hit just as hard as the blacksmith from the first game. Not necessarily as much as the brother. I mean, to the sister, yeah, the brother's death would be like mind-altering, world-altering. But Hugo was the innocence of it all. He was the one that brought positivity and a sense of lightness and a sense of good. And he was also the macula who caused all the destruction. But that makes his death hit so hard. Excusez-moi? A little baby hand. Oh. Oh no. A little baby hand. That's not good. A little baby hand with macula veins. Orders crossbow. You received a special paint. You can now create a new game slot on a special difficulty level with all codex upgrades and skills obtained in your last playthrough. This game was definitely made to complete, designed with New Game Plus in mind. Where did I miss the things? I'm pretty sure Chapter 17 and the other game is also a legacy of the Rune family. I'm not entirely sure about that. So there's... Oh, yeah, that's right. There's the flower in that chapter. So there's a herbaria. There's a feather in this one. That's what I thought. This would be the one where the souvenir was. Oh, there's 2 souvenirs in this one. I only found the one. And there's 2 souvenirs in Tales and Revelation. And there's 2 souvenirs in Protector's Duty, which is also the chapter where I missed my first chest as well, and that made me mad. But yeah, I stopped right here, and because I thought there's 7 chapters left. That's a lot, and they're probably going to be just as long as the previous ones, because a lot of these were, and I mean a lot of them, were close to an hour to 2. Almost every chapter was an hour or 2, except for A Sea of Promise. That one was pretty short. And then chapter 9 or chapter 11 was long, but everything after that wasn't as long. The Life We Deserve was like a half hour, because it was very set piecey. Nothing Left was almost 15 minutes. It was almost an hour. Then healing our wounds was about 15 minutes. Dying Sun was about a half hour. King Hugo was about a half hour. And the Legacy of the Rune family was like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, give or take. So like a lot of short chapters in these last burst of chapters, which I like. I like because they probably feel like you've gone through some really long chapters, and that's how we'll do it. We'll put a lot of longer chapters in the beginning, and then near the end, we'll just give you a bunch of short burst set PC chapters, where there's one central fight or one central set piece, and a little bit of setup beforehand. Or they'll just drop you right into it. However, so the very first one was best player.
Come play! It's free! A gift to our visitors from the Count of Arl!
A game?
All right, so how do we play this?
You get 4 shots to knock down as many cups as you can. Got it?
I'm in.
Ready?
Like the fair back home, Amicia.
Easy.
Go!
There's one still alive. Lady. Oh, Alice, it's you. I'm not Alice. Promise you'll take care of it yourself. I will. Be at peace.
You did well.
I did nothing. Let's go. A grave, right next to a house.
They wanted to keep their dead close.
I can understand that. We never buried Father.
He's home. And at peace, Amicia.
Wait, I know this. Lucas, they have a map of Guienne.
Really? What's it doing here?
I don't know. Here's the ocean, the lake. Home was... It was around here, yes.
Hey, don't torture yourself with this right now.
Yes. It's all in the past.
So many people must be dying right now. But it's so silent.
We never should have come.
You keep thinking you have control over this. But we're merely grains of sand in the macula's path.
I'm not a grain of sand, Lucas.
I'm just saying, you need to stop feeling guilty.
Maybe. Come, there's a boat waiting for us. Let's get Hugo out of here.
Very well. It's quiet.
Oh, what the hell?
Don't panic. It's just a stag bellowing, I think.
Oh, Lord, I forgot they existed.
Mating season must have started already.
It's like nothing has changed for them.
Nature won't change its ways. The chaos we face is part of it. Somehow.
Except they are courting, while we are trying not to die.
True. We're pretty high up. They're still waiting for us.
Let's make the best of it for now. We can try to cheer Hugo up.
You think they'll hear us?
Well, you can shout pretty loudly when you want to.
Depends on what's trying to kill me. So, together?
Yes. On 1, 2, 3. Wait for it.
Amicia! Lucas!
He's seen us. Let's go.
Oh, look, a swing.
Ah, ours at home was always broken.
You go. I'll push you.
Really? You don't want to go yourself?
No, I will push you. You're tired.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm fine. Just close your eyes and imagine you're flying. Can we have a swing in our next home?
We'll find one with trees around it.
Oh, yes. Apple trees.
Of course. Hey, I've flown enough, I think. Should we go back?
Yes. Your bandage is dirty. We could change it. I think we could use those. They're clean.
All right.
It will make you feel better.
I hope.
Which one?
I don't. That one.
Don't move. Sorry. It's over.
Thank you.
I hope it helps.
This boat's going nowhere now.
Look, its name was here. We can't read it.
Yes. This hull has kissed a lot of sand and rocks on its travels.
Imagine to lose your name.
Well, rename it.
Can I?
Sure. Why not? I think it deserves it.
I name it the Survivor.
It looks like one, yes.
Well, nothing's totally dead till it's completely buried.
Let it rest then. It's earned it. Come. Look. What is it?
Oh, that's old. Very old.
It's a drawing.
No, handprints of the first people who lived here, even before the Romans.
The first people.
We should keep going.
Wait. Just a bit.
It's beautiful.
It is.
It makes me want to cry. But I don't know why.
Just remember it. Come.
Yes. What's she called?
Lucinda.
You're a nice goat, Lucinda.
She loves you.
Really? Ah!
There. That's I love you in goat.
You all right?
She screamed at me.
That's called bleating. It's how they talk.
She's a goat, you know. That's what they do.
Well, it's not nice.
You were scared, that's all. Let's go. Thank you, sir.
Anytime.
Goodbye.
Game of skill! Come try your skill!
Oh, a game.
Play for free! And maybe grab the Child of Ember's attention!
Good day. Can we play?
Sure, it's simple. Throw a pot through each crown. It's over when you're out of pots. Never shoot twice at the same crown. Understand?
Fine. Let's see how I do.
You'll win.
I'll judge you harshly if you don't.
Please, I'm trying to focus.
Ah!
Come closer. Look, now you can feel like your bird when it perches high up. Not just any bird. A bird of prey.
King of birds.
What do you see?
I see where I hunt.
And what do you hunt?
Sausages.
You know what else birds of prey do? They screech. You ready?
Yes.
Sophia is going to screech with us, right?
I was born to screech.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Screech!
So, here's our fugitive.
You saved her, Hugo. Want to say a proper hello? I'll go with you.
You've done the difficult part. Don't startle her, and it'll be just fine.
What if she screams?
Screaming's not biting. Just say to yourself, it can happen, and that's all.
I'll try.
See? It's easy. They don't all scream.
Yes. She's nice.
All right. She's saved. You've overcome your fear, and I want to see that sanctuary. Let's go.
Lord, they use this tree to chain up slaves.
That's what they do.
Look,
Is it?
a ragdoll.
There was a child here. Charming.
A child slave. That's possible? It's not, is it?
I'm sorry.
They took their doll away.
You should put it back.
They couldn't even bring it with them.
But maybe they escaped. That's what's most important.
Yes.
Look. Children's clothes. Toys.
Basilius. They're his.
This doesn't look like a playroom, though.
They took them away from him.
It means he's close. Somewhere beyond that door.
One hell of a door for a child.
Not just any child. We'll see. Let's go back to that door. What a mess. I can't. Oh, please. Please. How am I going to do this? Please. I can't. Help me. Lord. Stop. Stop. Stand up. Stand up and go.
Crossbow selection. Oh. Of course. DLC. Finishing New Game Plus. Well, that is it for Plague Tale Requiem. And I've heard that they've started on a Plague Tale or a Plague's Tale 3, whatever they may title it. Innocence and Requiem are gone. Well, what could be the third installment's name? Who knows? But Osobo Studios has a new game coming out in February. What is it? The Banishers of Eden? And early February, I believe. Early next year is kind of stacked for me. Because you have that, which I'm interested in because of A Plague Tale, and me being a fan of Osobo because of A Plague Tale. But at the very end of February, you have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And then, not even a month later, almost, you have Dragon's Dogma 2. That's insane. It's a early stacked year for me. Because obviously I plan on playing Dragon's Dogma, because to me, Dragon's Dogma is intrinsically entwined with my channel. Because the very first thing I ever did here, not including that DBZ video, was messing around in Dragon's Dogma, where I had played through a lot of the early story and needed to grind in order to be able to do the rest of the story, which there wasn't that much left. Like main story wise, a lot of it was just I had to level up. And how do you level up? Oh, you go out, you fight boss monsters and do quests, side quests. So in January, one of the streams I will be doing, one of the games I will be streaming, is Dragon's Dogma: The Dark Arisen on my PlayStation. I have it on my 360, but if I have it on my PlayStation, obviously I have it on my 360. My 360 copy that's over there is the 360 copy I used for that messing around with Dragon's Dogma back in 2015. But obviously, for convenience sakes, I will be streaming on my PS4 or my PS5 with the Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen PS4 version on the PS5. And I can't wait for that. It'll be hella nostalgic, and it'll be a full playthrough. The whole thing. Or until Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out, and I just do nothing but that. And then Dragon's Dogma turn. Because it's like, aside from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Dragon's Dogma 2, Banishers of Eden, obviously Persona 3 Reloaded comes out in January, I think. I'm trying to think of other video games that I know are come out in 2024, but I can't, because Wolverine's iffy, may or may not. It could be end year or beginning of 2025. That's the rumor for that game. So who knows? But the Game Awards are just right around the corner, and maybe we'll learn more. I know GTA 6 has a trailer coming out December 5th now, but who knows? For my final thoughts on A Plague Tale Requiem, because I've already given a lot of thoughts, I will say that this game is what I would describe as a very beautifully told, sad tale that always ends with a tinge of hope. I hope you have a great day. Remember, only you can be the best you could possibly be. If you like this video, then that means you too survived the macula for the time being. Ta-ta for now.